Welcome to the channel, everybody. My name is Ryan, and we are back with more vintage story today. This is episode number 48 of my first playthrough ever of the game, but after 48 episodes, I have learned a tremendous amount, but this game is very deep. There's so much more to it than just the survival aspects, and I'm starting to get into that now. So we've got a big episode planned for today, but first we are here in the pen with our tamed wolf dog, Bruno. Everybody loves Bruno. There he is. He is a little bit underweight, so I want to make sure that we're feeding him on a regular basis. But of course, if you're unfamiliar, this is a mod that allows us to basically tame a wolf pup, bring it up into, turn it into a loyal companion here. Now, he is fenced up for his own safety, basically. We could probably, can I get out of here, buddy? There we go. Yeah, we could let him walk around in here, except, occasionally I'll be making fires and stuff and leaving hot ingots out. So, oh my gosh, guys, so much to learn. Speaking of that, in a recent live stream I did, by the way, I've got that link down below, my schedule for when I go live streaming, so you can catch those if you're interested. But we do it in a different world too, so you don't have to worry about spoilers for this series. Nonetheless, I learned a new tip, which is something I, for some reason, never tried, but seems fairly obvious after you learn it, right? So what you can do is you can actually place two ingot molds in a square. As you probably just noticed, I had them all lined up like that. But no, just save space. It's one of those little things that I guess I could have probably figured out on my own had I just experimented a bit more, but it's really helpful. Yeah. Now we can have double the amount of ingots. But anyway, guys, like I said, we've got a big one planned for today. A little bit of building. I do really need to get these archways worked on. I don't know what I'm going to do, but speaking of designing and building, I'd love to maybe start getting some of the foundations for a windmill. Now, I have no idea what I'm doing essentially, but we've got some, hellhammer stuff created here. I've got a few bits and pieces. We've got a ton of flax, although I have a feeling it's probably not going to be enough. And I've got a couple of parts here too, these cylinders. If I'm not mistaken, these have some relevance too. Like I said, I'm very much a noob, but I'm going to try and stumble through it with the help of the guide here. And of course, anybody out there who wants to leave comments and stuff as we go along, I'm very appreciated. At this point, I'm not too worried about spoilers. We've done a little bit of playing in a 1.2 beta world during a recent live stream. Those VODs are up all on the channel too, so you can watch them after the fact. But we got into a few spoilers there for the new upcoming update with the different merchant you've got to talk to, spawn in basically, and you can get a boat, you can get the elk mount. Oh man, it's a lot of fun. We went into creative mode, but anyway, enough chatting, guys. Let's get down to business. We'll do a few daily chores, and then like I said, we're gonna try and build something. Okay, well, I think our first chore today is to put this little guy out of his misery. He is gonna drown out there. I've seen it happen before. So, yeah, it's an unfortunate side effect of having these currents here. And I have been made aware that I can change those or get rid of them, essentially. But I kind of like it because it not only captures animals, but drifters as well who happen to walk into the lake. And it's also a little bit noisy. So let's move and we'll head over here. I think I'm going to try and feed some of this meat to Bruno. Maybe will that boost his weight and terms of like over bones essentially. I don't know, maybe we'll have to find out. All right, whoa, oh my god, we got a portal right there. Hope it doesn't interfere with my pumpkin here. I get rid of that. There we go. Those portals are a little bit noisy too, aren't they? Let's check. Oh, it's fruiting. We've got 6.1 days. Nice. Now let's pop downstairs, grab a little bit of food. We want to make sure all the animals are fed. There we go. I don't have any hay bales right now, but that's not to worry. We'll just give our goats veggies. They'll eat those too. Alright, the Valius, here we are. They're still terrified of me, but nonetheless, they're starting to breed great. Once we get them to the right generation, we can start to milk them too, as far as I understand it. So that's going to be really exciting. Not much food there, but this one's already pregnant. We're just waiting for her to give birth. Now these boys over here, they're a little bit territorial because of their piglets, but they will eat the grain, which is good because I've got that abundance. There we go. Yep, and you can see I still haven't been able to replace the low fertility, but I'll do that. They do now have access to the outdoors, which is just a fun little addition I made so that, you know, give the animals a little fresh air. Of course, it's not for the chickens. The chickens are cooped up in here for their entire existence. Oh, okay. Maybe I could have designed some sort of outdoor corral for them. Let's see, I don't have much in the way of veggies for the rabbits, but okay, they're still fed. Not bad. It's good. Just we got to check on our rabbits daily. Also, there's a few wild pigs out here. You know what? Let's take them out since we're... What? Am I getting lagged? There we go. I've got iron arrows, but a moving target is still tough to hit. Jeez, bro. I'm just gonna... Okay, hold on. Let me get my arrows. Do not want to lose those. I made 9 of them. So let's just see. Nice. A little bit of Robin Hood action there. It's almost better on a long range, isn't it? Alright, so we'll take this meat inside. Maybe we'll do a little bit of cooking today, too. Who knows? Since I explore the cooking more and more now with these mods, I've come to love it more and more. But anyway, so the chores are done. I'll go ahead and check on any of the crops that need harvesting. But we're kind of at the end of the harvesting season right now. I could do another planting, and I probably will for some of the flax, but... yeah, you can see it's pretty sparse out here. So the honey, oh man, they're coming. Yep, they're renewing themselves every day. So food and honey is in abundance, guys. Now it just comes down to cooking it up and stuff. But like I said, that's not the focus of today. We're going to get inside. Let's take a look at some of the stuff we can build today. Alright, so instead of trying to stumble blindly through these things like I so often do, I've decided to open up the guide here and get into mechanical power. And it looks like we've got a good little starting instructions here. So mechanical power currently used, mechanized milling, automate working on iron blooms, that's awesome, smithing any type of metal plate, and power the Archimedes screw for transporting items. That's the first I've heard of that. Of course, that sounds like we're going to want to get the smithing and the cairn and even the mixing bowl set up first probably. But windmill rotor, 4 sails, and a few axles and gears. So I wonder if that's like the rusty gears. I'm not sure yet, but requires at least 5 blocks of vertical space. That's not a problem. Usually gets more when the higher it is. We might be able to just build it right on top of the house. Oh, that'd be kind of cool. The back of the windmill rotor is to be attached to axles and gears to bring the power to your machine. Now, actually, that might be perfect then, because we could just bring like the axles and gears straight down into the kitchen and then below that into our blacksmithing area for sure. For mechanized milling, craft a cairn, okay. Smithing, yeah, we'll get into that. Okay, so to power the machine you've built, right-click on the windmill rotor to add the sails. Each set of 4 sails will have 20% power output. This is where the flax comes in. Yeah, everybody's always told me get as much as you can of the flax. So we'll need that. When there's enough wind, turn windmill with more sails will begin turning at lower speeds. A certain amount of power is needed to get the current and the helve hammers moving. Okay. I mean, that seems pretty straightforward. Let's see, large, more complex builds can be created using large wooden gears combined with standard gears. Whew, this can be tough, but it can be either sped up. Optionally, you can use a transmission with a clutch next to it to temporarily interrupt a powertrain. A brake can be used to stop a powertrain. We'll probably definitely want a brake. Clutch and transmission, we'll see. Interesting. Alright, so we're just going to try to get this thing going, basically. We'll start off here. Let's see what a windmill rotor takes. Fat, we've got everything here. Yeah. Let's build this. So I've got the tools on me and everything. Let's move this over to the side. We'll call up our inventory Kind of bring them close together a little bit. Okay, so let me grab a couple of logs. I don't know if it's specified. We'll just grab some walnut. I've got plenty of that. Let's see here. Okay, so H. I wish there was a way to keep that up. Let's see, where is it? Mechanical power, beautiful. Alright, so the windmill rotor. Let's go ahead and set it up. Got my copper chisel. I also have an iron chisel, just in case. I'm just going to do one of these to start with. Let's see here. Okay, I'm going to need the fat. I have a stash of resin somewhere. Oh, it's in here already. Okay. And that's cool. Let's bring this back up. Okay, there we go. We've got it set. Awesome. Let's just look at this now. So it says obtained by breaking. Okay, well, I guess we need to just go back to, yeah, mechanical power. Let's see what else it says. For sales. Okay. So, yeah, we're going to need just an absolute ton of linen and some sticks. That shouldn't be a problem, because you can see I do have a bunch of these. Yeah, let me just whip this all up into cloth real quick. I've forgotten the recipe here. Yeah, we want to do these in abundance. Alright, I'll whip all this up real quick into twine. Oh man, who doesn't love a nice charred pie, right? Meat pie, delicious. I like those extra crunchy bits. There we go. So just showing off some of our food real quick. I did whip together, I think, some of the necessary stuff we're going to need. I went out there and I harvested every last bit of flax. In fact, real quick, we've got to keep up with the flax. So this is definitely one thing I'm going to be making, or looking to make a second harvest on. I hope. These soils over here, all medium fertility. None of them have ever been used, so this is basically going to be the entire, area dedicated to flax in the future. But for now, that's all the flax we've got. So let's take a quick stock of the materials. Come back in here. Okay, so we're going to whip together. I don't know if I really should be saving any twine, but essentially I've not. I've got 53 stitches here, or whatever they're called, linen, normal stitches. Alright, let's just save a little bit of twine there. Okay, so once again, we're looking for the sail. There it is. And I've got all the sticks I have too, but that's okay. We can probably find more. That said, we need what? Essentially 4 sails. Well, there's 4 right there. Let's double it up. Maybe that's crazy. Alright, so anyway, let's take a look. Okay, those, yeah. Let's go back to our guide now. And mechanical power. So we got the sails, axles, and gears. It just says we need a few of those. Okay, wooden axle. I've actually got one of those made. Pulverizer. I feel like we're going to need to make all this stuff. The brake we've seen, yeah. The toggle. So I've got the wooden toggle already. The health hammer base. The large wooden gears. Yeah, that's probably something I'll need to whip up. Okay, so let's get a few more of these axles made. We need logs, lumps of fat, and our chisel. Okay, we can do that. Got a few logs here, lumps of fat. Perfect. So that makes a nice duet of axles. We'll just grab a stack of those. Alright, so what was the next thing it said? Gears. Yeah. So these are the little gears. We'll go ahead and work on another stack of these. Just move around a few things here. Boom. I can see I'm going to have to go collect some more sticks. And we got our saw. Look at that. Prepared. Alright. Yeah, let's not go too crazy. That's all the logs, but we've still got this. Resin might end up being our bottleneck again for some of this stuff. I don't know. I might be making way too much or way too little. We'll just have to see. Okay, so, man, oh man. I'd really love to watch somebody build one of these, just maybe there's a tutorial video out there. I might have to check for that, but because we've kind of come to the end of the instructions here. 5 vertical blocks. Usually, so begin by placing the rotor on a tower or the side of a tall building. Okay. Yeah, I might have to see if there's a good video tutorial for this, just so I can kind of wrap my head around like what I should be using. Obviously, I'm probably going to need a couple stacks of building blocks, whether we use sandstone, cobble. I mean, that is what I have in abundance, so might as well grab that. Probably mix in some pine too, some pine boards into the build. So we can do that. We'll grab some steps. My inventory is once again full. Well, I know one way we can empty out a little bit of space here. Hey, buddy, check this out. I got you some meat. All right, let's give him to the... There you go. Yeah, his weight's still low, but I'm making sure to keep him fed as quick or as often as I can. But, okay, let's see. I think the sun is just about to go down, so... Yeah. Give me, guys, just 1 second. I'm going to try and put together a little bit of research, see what I can figure out. Well, looks like our little decorative pumpkin is still green and healthy. It hasn't rotted. I realize it does have a fresh date on it, though, 15 days, but that's okay. We'll see. Maybe it lives, or it just survives. Lives. It won't live, but maybe it'll just stay preserved there. I don't know. It's wishful thinking, probably. Anyway, that's not why we're here today. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to build it on the roof. That means the skylight's probably coming out, but not to worry. There's plenty of light in this building. Question is, how do we plan on accessing it? Maybe I'll do something like a little bit of a staircase up. Question is, do we have the space without interrupting basically the windows? Oh my god, it's perfect. Look at that. Wow. Let's just see how that looks along the side. Yeah, kind of disrupts the flow of the side of it, but that doesn't matter. We almost probably won't barely notice it from the front. Okay, kind of perfect. Yeah, so let me go ahead and replace all these real quick with sandstone. And boom, there we go. So it's all changed out. I grabbed the glass from downstairs too. I think we might incorporate some of that into the build. So I'm definitely going to go a little bit higher. This might end up being a bit of an eyesore, but it's going to be my first time building it. I don't want to ruin the look of the house, but it's an experiment, it's a learning process. So anyway, I've got the sandstone. Let's put the glass down here too. So I did watch a video. I'll try to remember to link that one down in the description too. It's a really good tutorial too. So let's see. Yeah, shout out to Drake's Fantastic, the YouTuber. Smaller channel, so I definitely recommend you guys check that out. Give him a sub. But he's got a good tutorial from about a year ago, so it seems it's probably still all up to date and relevant. But yeah. So I just watched the most basic part. There's like 2 sections to the video, the basic and the more advanced. But let's see if we can't get this at least symmetrical. So if I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. So that's the center point, just for reference. Let's build around it, leaving a space. You know what, actually? We're going double high. We're going 2 thickness on the floors. So what I mean by that, just the same thing we did with the kitchen below. It seems like it's better to do that for flexibility's sake. So what I mean by that is, whoops, I don't have my pickaxe. I'll deal with that in a moment. Yeah, so this is going to be the foundation of our windmill. And, okay, I'm out. No, I have more. Let's see, boom. Okay, yeah, there's our center point. We'll get this knocked out. I almost think I should make this a bit bigger. Tell you what, let's bring it out maybe so that it's an even square. I'm not counting the blocks here, but just eyeballing it. It looks a little more squarish. I think it's rectangular still, but either way, that's not important. Okay. Now, we basically want to go up. In fact, this might be a little too big. I got an idea. Okay, here's what we're going to try. It's all subject to change, folks, here. We'll go with the flow. So this is going to be the wall. And, you know what? I have some walnut plank boards that I decided maybe we'll incorporate those instead of the pine. Just because it's not like there's a shortage of pine. I've already made these up and then rejected them, but maybe we can use them here. Alright, so I do kind of want a door on one of these spots, so we'll leave this as a door. Actually, maybe the door's better on the side. Yeah, because if our staircase is on the side, we'll do this. Yeah. And again, the staircase, maybe that's going to be changed. I don't know. We'll see how things go. But I did grab a door. Okay. Now, here's where the glass comes into play. Let's go up and around. I've got 40 some, so maybe we can get 2 layers out of this. That'd be kind of cool looking. Then again, maybe it's better to put it right up high. I don't know. Let me go ahead and slap out the rest of it. Okay, that's looking pretty good. I also went and took out the corner pieces. Realized I probably didn't need those. In fact, maybe, does it look cooler? Yeah, it probably looks a little bit nicer like this. I have to go outside to place these. Alright, I think that's going to be good for the windows. It looks good at this height too. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. And now for here, let's just go up real quick. We're going to start some layers of the wood. And I like the variety we get by... Actually, let's knock this piece out. We'll stick with the corners with sandstone. Yeah, that'll probably give it a nice flow. But, yeah, I'm not super, concerned about the way these blocks lay here. I know some folks might want them all to line up perfectly, but ultimately I think it gives a little bit more detail, when they kind of change like that sometimes. But either way, not important. So, is that high enough? Probably not. I mean, ultimately I think we're high enough just because we're on our roof, but... And the higher we go, too, I think, of course, we got to remember it's going to take, more of the wooden axles. I think that's what we need to start connecting. So we do need to consider resources, but ultimately that's not a big deal. Let me take out these center blocks real quick. Okay, there we go. Now, I think this is probably high enough. Let's just place the windmill rotor. First, it would be good to have a set of stairs up here. So if we come in the door, maybe I can do kind of a wraparound little thing here. I might replace these with, what's it called? Some of the walnut stairs too. Yeah, I mean, that'll work for now. I might redesign that. But anyway, let's see. So is this it? No, that's the wooden toggle. So, yeah. Wait. No, does that need to be on the outside? Well, let's see. We've got our sails. Let's just see how these connect. I have a feeling this isn't right here. Place on ground. We do see the wind speed now because of it. 50%. I'm going to have to build an easy way up here with some dirt or to get some hay bales so it's real easy to change out. But, let me try it like this. Give me some of this. So the middle block is right there. Now what about, no, I think that, oh, did I just destroy it? I did. Oh, wait, nope, there it is. I just didn't see it. Okay, whew. Not a big deal. It's just a little annoying. What about like that? Okay, add sails, it says. Oh, okay, but it's backwards, but there it's, huh. Let me see, can we take the sails away? Or what happens when I just... Okay, we reclaim these sails. Okay. Yeah, let me experiment a little bit with the placement. Maybe I can figure out the proper way. Okay, so I studied the video a little bit closer, and I think I figured out what we need to do. So I'm just going to use the glasses, some temporary blocks here. So I've placed 2 of the wooden axles now, extended it out over, probably, I don't know, we'll worry about the end of it later, but let's place this. Now from here, we want to be out front, and boom. Now we break this block because that's going to get in the way of the sails. Boom, there's 4. Place. Look how fast it's going. That's nuts. There we go. So we've extended it even further. All right, here we go. Down we go. Get our blocks. Nice. Okay, so let's go around. Now, I did raise it up a little bit higher too, so I can't really get back up there. Well, that's not true. I can get back up there. Right here. Okay, so, now at this point, yeah, I guess this is where we would use the angled gear. I'm not sure about the turn. That's part of the video I didn't study yet. So, all right, out I go to watch a bit more. Okay, super simple. I definitely probably could have figured it out without the video, but again, huge shout out, very helpful video. But yeah, it's straightforward enough. I actually think I want to bring this out a little bit further. I got to consider now where I want the gear to go through. You know what I'm saying? So through the house and stuff, and I don't think I want it to go directly down the middle. This might be good. We might have to adjust it, but let's just get it placed for the sake of show and tell here. So we bring it to the edge, then we place the angled gear. Perfect. Now if we go below it, yep, it just automatically attaches gear-wise. And let's try this. Yes, look at that. Super cool. And then, of course, we're going to have to go through. I got to get my pickaxe. Yeah, I definitely want to dig this now. But that's insane how good that's working. I love it. Success. Kind of doesn't stand out, or doesn't, match well with the walnut, but nothing does it? Let's tell you what, let's jump down. Just take a little bit of a look at it from a distance. I need to continue to excavate our diving pit. But anyway, we're getting hungry. Let's have some charred pie. I mean, yeah, it's okay. Ultimately, I think it would look a little bit better with pine instead of the walnut. I might have to change that out. But yeah, I mean, it's okay. I kind of think we need bigger sails too, don't we? Just for aesthetic's sake, and looks more, I don't know, it's bigger. Okay, that's awesome though. Spinning like crazy. Yeah, it doesn't disrupt it too much. It's functional. Anyway, so I love it. Let's see. Oh yeah, I forgot to get my pickaxe. I didn't think I'd need it, but of course it, and we don't really. It is going to take a little bit of unnecessary durability on it, but I don't care. I've got so much iron. I'm rich. Okay, let's see. And we're back. Let's take that out. There's the kitchen. Okay. Definitely going to need more wooden axles. Go below. Can I just do it from here? Kind of like a step ladder or something? No. So we'll go below now. And let's access it. Huge. Okay, so. Okay, I think I should have gone this way. Let's see, because. Now that's the outdoors, though. I'm just thinking, ultimately, it might be better to have 2 of these. I was thinking maybe I could get one for both purposes, for the cairn up here, and then below for the cairn and the helve hammer, but now I can see we're going to need multiples, so we'll just say this one's for the kitchen. Honestly, I'd rather have it hooked up to the mixing bowl than the cairn. Cairn's a little bit, less used. And if I hook one up downstairs, I can just kind of use it for both. Alright, so with that being the case, I think we actually need to remove this mixing bowl. Okay, unlock. How do I... Oh, maybe I can just knock it out. Yeah. Alright, so now we need to look at this bowl, because I believe it needs to be built, on a powered mixing stand. Oh, okay. That's super easy. Well, I need to whip together some more of these axles, but we'll just go ahead and take this table. That will be used too. Alright, let me see if I can't get that crafted up real quick. Isn't that a beautiful sunset? entire sky on this half of the world is pink. Oh yeah, pretty nice up here. Well, I've decided to go ahead and switch out that walnut for our classic pine here. And whoa, okay. That was not intentional. Let's see, we can probably do this from inside here for these last two. But yeah, now I think I figured out some of the dilemma here with this. Let's go ahead and put that on here. I'm not worried about that wood in the middle. We can't see that from outside, but I haven't tested this yet because there's no wind currently, which is unfortunate. It's pretty hit and miss in this area, I guess. Yeah, wind speed's 1%. But let's go inside and I'll show you what I've done here. I'm going to have to do something about getting up here. Not to worry. So, I think this is how it's supposed to be. At first I was like, does it need to plug into the bottom? Because I could kind of see that little gear in the middle. But no, I think this is right. Again, I can't test it yet because there's no wind, but I think the gear in the bottom is so that we can continue to connect it like this. Yeah, so this is what I've done. You can see I've grabbed the cairn from upstairs in the kitchen, brought it down here. I put some sulfur in it just to test it, obviously. Hello, Bruno. Just fed him a moment ago. Oh, look, oh no, his obedience is fine. I saw it said 34%. I was like, what? No, we're good. But yeah, so we just need a little bit of wind to test this out. Now, the helve hammer is also going to be important. So I'm wondering if there's a way to split this, or should I just create a second windmill, like on the back end of our little building? That could be effective too. Not sure. Again, that's just another thing we'll have to experiment with, but I'm eager to see when the wind picks up here, if this is going to work. But it is nighttime, or getting to be, so I might just go ahead and hit the sack. And yeah, let's fast forward to see when we get a little bit of weather. Good morning, everybody. Good morning to the wind. We have official power, so let's check and see. Yes, looks like the mixing bowl is working. I have put a little bit of bread in there with some honey, which will now make syrup-covered fruit bread. Oh, very delicious. Yes, big shout out to Toad Squish Gaming for teaching me about this recipe here. Probably would have discovered it eventually, but you know, the chatters and commenters on video have been so helpful in accelerating the learning process. Check it out. Bruno's hungry. There you go, buddy. But it looks like it's working just as expected. So let's put the bones away. And just to confirm, yep, powdered sulfur is being produced automatically. Huge, 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 huge. Now, question is, where do we set up the helve hammer? Let me set this sucker down. Let's look at this boy. I don't know how this works at all. So there's the helve frame. How does this go in here? I've got the hammer. What do we do with this thing? Oh. Okay, I need some boards. Yeah. Let's go grab some. Got a bowl from upstairs in the kitchen. All right, grab some boards. Whoops. What was the recipe again? I'm all over the place. Getting excited here. Making progress, folks. Okay, so let's pull that over. Slap this out. I don't know if we're going to be able to get this hooked up, powered with the current windmill setup, but it's good to start trying this. Okay, so boom. Oh, what? Oh, Jesus. Hold on, come back here. You're huge. Let's see. Then I need to put this boy right here, kind of like this, I guess. Yeah. So I don't know what this does. I mean, I know it's for smashing plates automatically, I believe. Yeah. Huh. I don't know. I don't have a clue how it's supposed to function, though. Yeah, this is going to be one I think I need to watch another tutorial video for sure. But let's grab it real quick. I want to see something. So what does this? Okay, it doesn't show. I'm going to probably have to take some space here. Do this in a different area. Maybe I'd just move these barrels over here to this corner, because then that would like open up this whole middle section, and it's close enough. Obviously, I'd like to avoid repositioning the entire windmill structure if possible, but again, maybe we'll just be better served if we build a second one up here. But let's get out here and take a look at it while it's... Oh, ooh, okay, no pain that time. Yeah, it's looking a little bit better. I mean, it's still not beautiful. I could probably use a bit more of the pine as an accent. Reverse it, maybe have the pine, yeah, where the stone is. Yeah, anyway, that's just detailing, but I mean, it doesn't look terrible. What do you guys think? Is it an eyesore? You know, another thing I should probably do just to make things match is I've got more of the window panes as opposed to just the raw square blocks. These are nice and cool for certain things, but because it doesn't match, that should probably be changed, at least on the front. Either way, that's again just a small detail. So, oh my gosh, guys, let's take a look at our cabbage. 10 of 12. Okay, yeah. We got any pumpkins over here? Grab this. Yeah, let's get this boy watered. We do have a pumpkin. Oh, he's very thirsty. Hello. Yeah, these are really good. I used up all the pumpkins so far that we've grown for cooking, obviously. Now that's not true. Actually, I did turn some into seeds again. Let's see. Yeah, so we're back up to 13. I don't think we'll be planting anymore this year, but I do plan on maybe not planting all of those, but definitely doing like a dozen of them over here, you know, with plenty of space. Heck, I might even be better off taking them out back by the orchard. Speaking of, let's go out here and visit our fruit trees, see how big they've gotten. It's good to pay attention to these. Oh yeah, it's looking nice. We ended up with one of each kind of apple tree. We get a pink one and a yellow one. I doubt there's any saturation difference between those two fruits, but I don't know. Maybe. And over here, we ended up with 4 beautiful pear trees. It's pretty much a 40%, exactly as it described in, you know, relation to the total number we planted. But yeah, there we go. Looking pretty good, guys. Oh, man. So I don't really need sulfur. I think I'm going to just take this out for now. Am I full on inventory? But, yeah. Oh, I am full on inventory. Wow. Boy, oh boy. There we go. That's a little bit better. So, yeah. We'll put this away. And the fruit bread upstairs, that's going to be something I will definitely continue to work on with our new power. But, oh my gosh, guys, we've done it. We have done it. We have power. But we still have so much more to do. So we've got more building with the health hammer, certainly. That's going to take some planning, like I said, and a bit more research. But I'm really excited about this. Now let's see. It's a 67. I wonder if we can get the output up higher with just adding more sales. We'll have to try. But again, leave me some comments down below. Any ways I can improve this, you know, up the efficiency. And maybe, like I said, we will even go for a more complex build. I think one thing that can probably be changed is I don't need to bring it this far out. I could probably end it like right here, you know, have the thing go down, and that would give us a second windmill on the back. More room for that, if that makes sense. But just thinking about stuff, and we can in fact leave this one here. That could be connected to the windmill in the rear. Yeah, that might be what we end up doing. Wow, guys. You know, this is good that I did this. I'm glad, because now, in the future, when I design a house from scratch, I'm going to consider, where's the windmill? Is it going to be on the roof? Is it going to be a separate building altogether? You know, those are going to be big considerations in the overall design. And I wouldn't have done that, obviously, prior to building this, because I don't have the experience, but now we have. So I think that'll do it for today's episode, guys. We've achieved a pretty good milestone here. Of course, like I said, there's a lot more adventuring. There's a lot more discovery to do. We've still got the Resonance archives, possibly. Oh my gosh, and of course, everybody's eagerly awaiting the 1.20 update. So can't wait for that, man. But anyway, guys, thank you for joining me here today. Hope you'll hit that like button on the video, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you for watching the video, everybody. I just want to take a moment to recognize my Patreons. As you can see, I've put their names in gold because they are, in fact, more precious than that shiny metal. Now, I'd like to take a moment to invite you to also support the channel for as little as $2, $5, or $10. You gain access to all my content early and ad-free over on Patreon, as well as a private Discord server with me and my other Patreons where we do some giveaways and have great conversations. But once again, thank you, everybody, and I'll see you on the next one.